My name's John Tripp. I was a art prize artist here in two years ago. My preferred medium is working with chainmail. I make medieval armor, historical armor. A lot of fantasy stuff is the easiest line for me. I've been doing chainmail for over 20 years now. I do several Ren fairs around the country. I've had my material at California, Texas, as far as Florida. It's just one of those things that always came easy to me as far as an art medium to work with. Well, I've done historical reenactments and the fighting and all that sort of stuff for forever, it seems. And so it kind of covered a couple of bases with me. I was able to get into making my own armor and supplying armor for other people. And it just really kind of intrigued me the way that you can, spread it out. This is a traditional 4-on-1 European pattern, meaning that for every one ring, 4 others touch it. Now, there's different variances on it. You can do 8-on-1, 16-on-1, 16-on-2, and then you get into the different countries of origin. Egyptian is different than European, Pakistani is different, so you can cover it through different timelines and everything. It just offers you a huge variety for what you want to make the work look like. If I see something in a movie, if it really intrigues me, I will attempt to recreate it. And pretty much anything that you can think of, I can make in chainmail. I've made shirts, bikini tops, all kinds of jewelry, earrings, you name it. I've even gone so far as making a backpack out of chainmail. It ended up weighing about 35 pounds. It was all steel, and the kid wanted it so that he could backpack around Europe with a chainmail bag. The way I do it, I have different types of metal that I work with. I work with anodized aluminum so I can get a wide spectrum of color. I work with different steels because galvanized and stainless will give me different tones as they age. Brass, bronze, titanium, I'll cover the full spectrum as far as what materials go. I'll start with a half-mile spool of wire, coil it up into these compressed springs, and then cut the rings off from the coil. This particular piece is called the Seventh Man. I'm a huge hockey fan, and my art prize piece all centered around hockey jerseys that the team had wore over the years and just my interpretation on those jerseys. I did 6 shirts for art prize. Each shirt took over 200 hours. So from concept time to production of the materials for it to the actual knitting of the rings, because on a project like this, to do the patterning, you have to do it one ring at a time. Now, this is a sleeveless shirt. It has about 40,000 rings in it. So if I do a shirt that has 3/4 length sleeves on it, you're up to about 54,000 rings. And each ring you're going to handle at least 3 times. So it's really labor intensive, and it's a perfect art medium for an OCD person, because if you don't have it just right, you will spot it immediately and have to go back and fix it. The best part about it for me was the interaction and the fact that I can still show my pieces at other venues, and I will have people say, "Oh, I remember that from Art Prize. I saw it here," and it's one of those that, it kind of sticks with you. They follow it right along. Like I said.
All right, last question.
Right out of my own
if
pocket.
the zombie apocalypse happens, where can I get some chainmail armor?
Well, we can zombie apocalypse it ever happens. I've got plenty of chainmail that I can, hand out, and I'll gladly hand it to you because it'll slow you down. It's It's not on video, but you should have seen me hand Kenny the shirt because he just about dropped it on the floor.